Hey, Ben Askren made $500,000 to get knocked down in a minute and 30 seconds. The fight on your right was more interesting than the fight on the left, but the fight on the left made over $1 million just to perform after a concert.
So,
Shine. Triller didn't. Triller, do you think Triller made any money?
no, no, no. Okay,
I feel
so
like they did. I feel like they did, but
no, 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 no. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. There's always going to be this. On the regional scene, there was this. There was a promotion that shall remain unnamed around where we were. It was a dude with a lot of money that happened to like fights, right? So
Mhm.
he didn't care that he was losing money and basically was like, nah, I mean, he's paying main event guys almost like what, 10 grand for regional fights, which is unheard of, unless you're me. And I saw a lot of tickets, whatever. Anyway, but the same thing with Trilla. Somebody got a lot of money, and as fast as they come in, is as fast as they're gonna disappear. There's no way they can sustain this business model. There's no way. Not They are not selling millions of pay-per-view buys. There's no way. Can't be.
It
And
might be, man. You never know.
I understand that we wanted to see Ben Askren versus Jake Paul, but they did not make enough money to pay Snoop, to pay Dummy on the doing the interviews, to pay Doja Cat, to pay Too Short, E40, Justin Bieber. I mean, they put on whole sets for these people
Yeah, yeah.
and everything. There's no
And
way.
they rented out Mercedes Benz Stadium for this promotion.
There's no way they're making that money. There's no way they're making that money back. Now, with that being said, this is boxing, so a lot of times promotions do lose money to put things on. I don't think in Mayweather's like last what 10 fights, anytime he fought, everybody lost money but him. So that's just a thing. When you look at these numbers and everybody's like, "Oh man, that's crazy." Nah, homie, that's boxing. That's just how it works. When you get to the top, which is I understand that's not where we think these guys should be, but they are at the top of the bill. They are going to get their pay. And this probably isn't even a lion's share. 500,000 probably splash in the water maybe. You know?
It is, man. For if you look at fighters, and we're going to talk about Teofimo Lopez later on in other news because he's fighting on the same promotion later on this year, which is going to be something serious. But if you look at how much he's getting paid, we're going to talk about it a little later, and you see how much Jake Paul and Ben Askren got paid. I gotta say that they had to make some kind of money because there had to be a business model set in place for them to at least break even so they can at least put on this Teofimo Lopez fight. Because why would you put on a $50 promotion to lose your ass?
Because somebody has a bunch of money and they want to see cool stuff. That's the only listen to me. I can tell you this. I could even I wouldn't blink if 4 days before the Teofimo Lopez fight happens and they go, this isn't enough buzz and cancel the whole damn show. And whoever the owner is just moves on with his license, cut his losses. I can guarantee you they are not making money off of these shows, but they just got stupid money.
So here's a question for you. Here's a question for you. The Triller promotion wasn't big at all the first fight because the first couple fights it wasn't even on Triller, was it? It was on DAZN
The zone,
first,
who
the Zone first.
who
I think Logan Paul fought on the Zone first, and then Triller took over with Jake and put on some of his last fights.
Triller. I
But
believe Triller's claim rise was the Mike Tyson fight.
yes, and
Yes,
then Triller took over the YouTube stars and Jake Paul and had him on next. Okay, so I feel like they might have made more money to start off with in order to get them to a point where they are now, where they're losing money. But then they got it to another point where they actually got a legit fight in Teofimo Lopez. and their business model is to make money in the end, but right now they're going to lose in order to make later. Do you think that can happen?
I mean, that's just, I mean, when you start your business up, you got to think you're going to operate in the red for a little bit until you build enough of the snowball effect in order to make the money. But here's the thing: if you are going to do that, if you are going to make that money, then you have to either A, do it better than the guys that are already doing it, or B, do it interesting in a way that people want to watch. And they did neither.
You sure? Because Jake Paul has a big following on
No, no, no,
YouTube.
no, 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 no. I'm not talking about the fighters. I'm saying the promotion. They either have to put on a
Okay.
promotion better than what the UFC, all
Yeah,
these
I got you.
boxing places, top rank, are
I got
putting
you.
on, or do something different where it's intriguing enough to say, man, I want to watch this. Listen to me. When they say Teofimo Lopez is fighting, and then I go, hey, is that the fight with all the concerts and the slap boxing? I don't know if I'm not really trying to pay $50 for concerts and slap boxing. And then, bruh, this thing could have been over 4 hours before
Yeah,
it ended.
man. I lost a lot of sleep trying to watch this title fight that lasted a minute and 30 seconds, man. I've been tired all day because of that. Because I
So
sat and watched the title fight.
so
Seriously.
everybody who watched this fight that paid for it, this is the one that they're losing money on so that they can make money later, left with a bad taste in their mouth.
Yeah.
Not like a BKFC where we were like, I might have to catch the next one. No, we all left with a bad taste in our mouth. Like, bro, what are y'all doing? So how is it that they are gonna just make this money back? Teofimo Lopez is a big name. Teofimo Lopez sells, but he don't. I don't think he sells like the Paul brothers.
I don't know. I don't think he sells like the Paul brothers either. But with Jake Paul winning this fight, and before we get into other news, with Jake Paul winning this fight, there are many individuals calling out Jake Paul now. Like Dylan Dennis says, I want to put this dude on his ass.
Dylan Dennis will probably get that work. Then you heard it here first. Dylan Dennis ain't
So
gonna win no boxing match.
Dylan Dennis said he said he said he want to give him the business.
Dylan
So
Dennis ain't gonna win no boxing match against Jake
so
Paul.
so here's the thing though. He looks like Jake Paul's following the model of Mayweather, which he's gonna be the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like the promotion rallies around Jake Paul image of being the bad guy or the problem child? Next fight against Dylan Dennis, if it happens, or Nate Diaz, if it happens,
Nate's
do
still
you
under
feel
contract.
true? But you never know. Hey, you never know. Do you feel like the promotion makes money with advertising Jake Paul for the fight after Teofimo Lopez?
Here's the thing: with every good fight, you got to have a good dancing partner. And they found Ben Askren, and turns out he was a great dance partner. To where we were like, this is enough. We know Ben ain't out here gonna outstrike him, but he's gonna beat this guy up, right? I don't know, maybe. They have to find another guy like that, and I don't know if it's gonna be a Dylan Dennis. I don't think that that's the fight. First off, I
I
think
feel like he can carry himself though.
Dylan Dennis is going to get smoked. Just to let you know. I just need you to know that. And then you say he's a bad guy, and we're going to put a bad guy up against another bad guy. Ain't nobody rooting for Dylan Dennis to win. We don't like him neither.
This might be the only time I've heard you say something bad about an MMA fighter. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, nah, he left bad taste in everybody's mouth. You know what the fight is, and somebody suggested it, and then he came out on Twitter and was like, "Nah, man, he beat me up pretty bad. Whatever we was sparring, I think he said that. I'd have to look and see it. But if they said Jake Paul versus Mike Perry,
I don't know. I don't. Hell, oh, Mike Perry he gonna get in the business. Mike Perry is he's a
that
different dude.
that would
Mike
be a
Perry is a different dude.
I'm pretty sure Mike Perry tweeted and was like, "Man, what you call it? Put them paws. He got them paws."
Mike Perry is a different dude.
So that would be a more intriguing type fight.
I'm
But
still
we are
I'm still
still
on the
in the MMA realm.
true.
I
I'm
think they
still
have
on
to
the
go
boat.
somewhere else.
I'm still on the boat of Nick Diaz though.
He's No, they're not. See, whenever guys like that leave the sport, they're not gone. There's no limit to their contract, I believe. I'm pretty sure he's still bound under contract with the UFC, even
You
though
sure? Because I think the
unless he
doping.
unless he fought his contract out or they released him and he can fight for any other promotion. No, I do not believe
Okay.
so.
All right. Well,
So
I
you
mean that.
can't just come out. GSP just can't come out of retirement and fight them without some blessings being had.
True. True. Hey, but somebody might. Hey, Dana might give him blessings to go ahead and knock this dude out
I
so we
don't
can
see
shut
it.
him up.
I don't
He
see
might.
it.
He might. But look though, before